kidney problems and their remedies. Here are the objectives of the video. So kidney stones or calculi are of three categories. The first category is 70% made up of calcium oxalate or calcium phosphate. The second category calculi are 20% of the total calculi, and they are not termed as infective calculi. They consist of combination of calcium, magnesium and ammonium phosphate. The third category is 5% of total calculi, and they are formed from the uric acid. Uric acid and oxalate is a waste product of our metabolism. However, high quantities of oxalate in urine leads to formation of kidney stones. And this high content of oxalate in our urine can be due to intake of food or drinks that are rich in oxalic acid, such as leafy vegetables, spinach or tomatoes. The remedial method for kidney stones or calculi is lithotripsy, which is a Greek word meaning breaking stones. So there are two types of lithotripsy. One is shock wave and other one is ultrasonic wave. The shock waves, they are non-surgical method and does not require any incision into the body. It just uses shock waves above the body to break down the kidney calculi and into smaller fragmented pieces, and those are passed out into urine. The second one is ultrasonic waves, which uses an ultrasonic probe through a telescopic tube into the body and break down the kidney calculi. However, this technique is only used when the kidney calculi is large. The second kidney problem to be dealt with in this video is renal failure, in which the kidney loses its ability to perform its function, which is to filter waste products from blood and excrete them in urine. Its symptoms include nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, weakness, and breathlessness. In severe cases, it can lead to coma and death. And its remedial part includes either you have to get dialysis done or kidney transplant. So dialysis is basically of two types, that is hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. The hemodialysis uses a kidney machine, or you can say a dialysis machine, which has a properly adjusted composition fluid in it called the dialysate. So the blood is pumped from the body into the dialysate through a partially permeable membrane. So what happens here is that the partially permeable membrane is patched in the dialysate, and the waste material, for example nitrogenous waste or excess salts, are removed from the diffuse out of the blood into the dialysate, and the clean blood is returned back to the body of the patient. However, this occurs 6 to 10 hours 3 times a week under strict controlled diet. In peritoneal dialysis, one requires an abdominal incision to be done in hospital, and through that incision, catheter is inserted into the abdominal cavity. Then through the catheter, dialysate is inserted into the abdominal cavity, where the blood from the blood waste materials diffuse out into the dialysate and mix with it. Then through catheter again, the dialysate is removed into an empty dialysate bag, and this goes on for several hours and is repeated day and night. Kidney transplant is a surgical process in which your useless old kidney is replaced with a new one that you can either buy from someone at a very expensive rate, or one is really generous to donate it to you. Usually 80% of the cases for kidney transplant are successful.